G'day mates, today's video is sponsored by sleephq.com. On SleepHQ you can upload and share your CPAP data with anyone and from any device that can read an SD card. Visit sleephq.com and sign up for a free account today.
G'day mates, after 10 months, Philips has finally had a light bulb moment, bing, and they've come to the realisation that perhaps it might be a good idea to prioritise fulfilment of registered recall devices for those patients with the most urgent medical needs. Isn't that just the dumbest thing you've ever heard? It's taken them 10 months to figure this out, that some patients might need to be prioritised over others. Those with, serious underlying medical conditions, not just sleep apnea. Maybe you've got congestive heart failure, COPD, other conditions. Or perhaps you need CPAP therapy to keep your job. Commercial drivers, pilots, heavy machine operators, those sorts of people. Now, most of you that watch my channel have probably taken matters into your own hands and sorted out this mess yourself. If you're in Australia, I hope you've gone and got yourself a full refund that you're entitled to under Australia consumer law. And if you're somewhere else in the world, you might have done a foamectomy and removed the toxic foam yourself, or you might have installed a new foamless chamber into your device. But there will be some of you still waiting around. And if you're getting desperate, this might be a way to prioritise your recall registration and get that replacement device a little bit faster. Let's take a look.
I'm very grateful to have a worldwide audience, so it is important that I point out that Philips is only prioritising those with the US recall registrations. If you're somewhere else in the world, you're not going to get prioritised, unfortunately. Now, this page was updated April 22nd, 2022, so it's a new update. For US patients whose remediation is directly managed by Philips, data collected throughout the patient registration process will now be used to help to prioritise remediation of those patients potentially at higher risk. So this is what they're doing now, prioritising those patients at high risk. They've got this patient portal that you can go to now. It's pretty pathetic, but they've got it there. So you can just click on this link here and it will take you through to the patient portal. And through this portal is where you can do your prioritisation. And it's a little questionnaire. We'll go through that in a minute. Now, if you want to read through the whole page, guys, you can do that on your own terms. Links are in the description of the video on how to get to these pages. All right, so here's the US patient portal. And let's find your record. So we can find your record by doing two things. You can enter your serial number here, or you can enter a confirmation code from when you first registered for the recall. Once you've put in your serial number or your registration number, it'll take you to this page which says, please verify your identity. And you put in your last name, your zip code, and the last 4 digits of the phone number that you used when you did the original registration. And then hopefully it'll say, we have found your device registration. And you can click to manage your order. So when I click here, it gives me an update on my order. There's not much I can do because I've already gone through and done the prioritization stuff, but you guys should have a link in there to prioritize your device. And you click that link, and when you click that link, it'll give you some questions, which we'll take a look at now. Number 1, are you pregnant? Now, I guess in this day and age, that question also applies to the men, so just tick yes or no for that one. Number 2, do you work in any of the following occupations? Now, these are all occupations where if you do have sleep apnea and it's untreated, you're at high risk of potentially causing a serious accident. Commercial driver, pilot, rail, heavy equipment operator. The last thing you want is someone with sleep apnea not getting therapy, getting behind the wheels of a big truck and then potentially falling asleep. Now, the one under that is, do you have a history of car accidents related to falling asleep whilst driving? Okay, next one, have you been diagnosed with any of these underlying health conditions? So chronic respiratory failure, history of COPD, other medical conditions that could be affected by your sleep apnea. What is your diagnosed severity of sleep apnea? Once again, obviously the more severe your sleep apnea, the more you're going to be prioritized. Do you have a history of motor vehicle accidents relating to drowsiness and or sleep deprivation, which is similar to that other question? Visualization of particles. That's if you can see those black foam particles in your water chamber. Do you have evidence that the foam is breaking down? And the last one, has ozone or activated oxygen been used to sterilize the device? That's the last one there. Once you've completed the questionnaire, you can just hit submit, and then Philips is going to determine whether or not they prioritize you over someone else, which is just a terrible situation to be in, but that's where we are. All right, now I've got a little bit more information for you. The last update I have from Philips is on the 16th of April, and it reads, Philips has replaced almost 840,000 units out of 2.8 million registered units in the US and Canada as of last week. Philips is processing about 33,000 units each week. So I'll let you guys do the math on that to figure out how long it's going to take Philips to repair or replace all those units. But I can tell you right now, it's going to be a long time, well into 2023. Anyway, guys, I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did and you found it useful, make sure you hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and we've also got a great Facebook group that you can join by clicking the link above. Until next time, sweet dreams, look after your mates, and I'll see you soon. Bye.